All right, good morning. Trying something a little different here. Table for one. God, guys, it's been a long time since I've been recording anything. A lot of things have happened in my life. Some really good and some horrible, but we won't get into the horrible parts of it. The good stuff I want to talk about kind of correlates with the subject at hand, and that's high value women. How what is a high value woman? And like I said, guy, there's a flavor of woman for every man. I know guys out there that will fuck anything, and then there's guys like me that are a lot more picky with who they have in their life for a female. And just kind of example of the a true example, I guess, of the good things I've done here in the last probably 6 months, because I don't think I've put a video out since probably July or August of last year. So I've life happens. Like I said, I've had some good things happen and some terrible things happen. One of the good things that's happened is, me and a girlfriend, we did buy a house together. As you can see behind you here, over my back here, is it's a different there's a different setting than what you guys have been accustomed seeing. And I'm recording, kind of turned my dining room into a recording studio, a makeshift recording studio, I guess. And so with that, I'm doing my first inaugural video. Not really inaugural, but it's the first video I'm doing here in our new house. And so, and to kind of discuss how we came to this point and what we're doing differently versus what your more traditional couples or married people are doing is we split everything 50-50. Okay. Um, we both put down the same amount on the down payment. We split the monthly payment. We split the monthly expenses of the home, like utilities, internet. I've we've done everything 50-50 down the middle. And I think for me and for her, that's the way to do it, because I've made a promise to myself, or a commitment to myself, that I would never financially support a woman ever again. And I'm sticking to that. I was married, for those of you that are new to my channel, I was married for 19 and a half years. I was the leader, provider, and the protector of my family for 19 and a half years. And when the wife at the time decided that she didn't really want to be a wife anymore, we divorced. Um, she took the house, she took my kids from me, and she took over half my stuff. And so, and I'll tell you what, guys, if you've never been through that, that's a fucking eye opener. I've a lot of the videos you've seen up until this one here, that I recorded them from my dining room of my rental. I had a townhome, 2 bedroom, 2 car garage townhome that I was renting for, well, a little over 5 years, till girlfriend and I bought this place. And when you go through something like that, it really, as a man, if you take your rose-colored glasses off, which some of us do, not all of us do, but some of us do take the rose-colored glasses off, and you kind of see things for what they really are. And so for today's video, I want to talk about, what is a high value woman? How do you determine if a woman is high value? So for me, and a lot of other handful of other content creators would tell you, you got to vet anywhere from 1 year to 2 years, and even longer if you have to. But I'd say if she can't be determined to be a builder, and she enters your life and she supports your mission, she she builds with you. She doesn't, she doesn't nag you. She doesn't resist anything you're trying to do. She is there by your side, and you two build something that will outlast yourselves. So that's what I look for in a woman. And then here's some, and like I said, guys, every guy is different. Every guy wants a slutty woman. Every guy wants a well-mannered woman. Most guys they don't care what they want in a woman. And believe me, guys, I'm not here to tell you this is how you should do it. It's worked for me and it'll work for you. No, I'm not going to do that. But these are traits that I believe make a woman high value. And when you think about it, in today's modern society, modern women will sit there and they'll base their value as if like they're value added, and that's completely wrong. Women are born with value and must create value. So as a man, we have to build value over the years. So when I talk to young men, especially young men like my kids' age, I've got a 18 and a 21-year-old, telling guys that age, don't get hurry and get married. Don't get in a hurry, get married. Don't get your high school diploma and then go get married, because 18 to 30 guys, those are your building years. Those are your prime building years to build your life, to start your legacy, start investing. And what that entails is, 18 to 30s, you're either going to college, you're majoring in a economic beneficial profession, such as something in the STEM field, you're entering in the trades, um, you're pursuing a 4-year college degree, whether it be engineering, mathematics, technology, science, accounting, anything that adds value to the economy. Essentially, you're building things, you're in the construction trades, you're doing things that are bettering society. You're not working in a front office, answering phones, filing faxes, picking up the mail, dropping off the mail. You're doing things that are adding value to the economy. You're building something. And that's where men have to create value, is through building, through creation, through invention. Whereas women, they're born with value. So they're born, most of them are naturally beautiful. Uh, For me, a woman's value, I think there's 5 things I use when I vet women, and it's, she's got to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Then there's a couple others I'll talk to about, but fit, I mean, she can't be a fat fucking disgusting slob. She can't sit at home all the time watching her daily or her evening reruns, snacking on candy, or she's got a bag of them circus animal crackers hidden under the bed that when you're at work or you're not home, she's binge eating snacks at 9, 10 o'clock at night, or she's got movie theater sized boxes of candy in the headboard. Ask me how I know. I know. Um, you don't necessarily, to be fit, you don't necessarily have to be a gym rat, but at least she's got to be active. She's got to walk a couple days a week, but she can't be a fat, disgusting pig. And feminine, she's got to be nice. When I think of feminine, I think of like my grandmothers. I always thought them were the nicest ladies in my family. Your mom was yelling at you, mad at you. Your old grandma, you go see grandma. She'd have cookies for you. She would smother you in kisses. She was the nicest lady that you ever got to know. But feminine, that goes on with the fit. She's got to dress like a woman. She's not afraid to wear a dress. She's not afraid to um, dress sexy. She's nice. She's pleasant, fun to be around. She's not like one of the guys. Okay. She complements your lifestyle. She's the woman she's eye candy. When you walk into a nice restaurant, people are looking at you and her, oh, hey, he's got a very beautiful woman on his arm. Stuff like that. Friendly, I can kind of lump that into feminine. I've mentioned being friendly as part of a feminine trait, but yeah, being friendly is, she's nice. She's not argumentative. She's not combative. She's not fighting you on every decision you make. She's not physically abusing you. I know women that physically abuse their boyfriends and husbands all the fucking time. So yeah, be fucking friendly, faithful. All you gotta do is look up the Webster's dictionary on the definition of faithful, and I'll answer that for you. But she's faithful to you. She doesn't use Instagram for validation. She doesn't use TikTok. She's not on OnlyFans. She's not out there seeking attention from other guys. She's out there for you. Yeah, she may have a Facebook, but she's putting pictures of you and her on Facebook. Oh, we just had a great cruise this week, and here's all the pictures. Here's the 150 photo dump on Facebook of you and her, and you're in every fucking picture. So I covered fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and I changed fertile to fun. But you can, if you're a young guy, she's got to be fertile. If you're a man that wants to be married, wants to have children, yeah, you want your wife to be fertile. You want her to be able to get pregnant. You want her to be able to carry a baby to term, and you want her to be able to deliver that baby without too many complications. Meaning she's got the body that can carry a child to term. She's got the body that can safely deliver that baby when it's due. Okay. But I'd taken fertile out because, I'm south of 50. I'm not looking to have any more kids. So I changed fertile to fun, meaning I talked about the 50-50 stuff here moments ago about, we buy the house, we split everything 50-50. That goes with travel. Her and I split. I buy my ticket, she buys her ticket, or she buys the tickets and I pay her for mine, or I buy the tickets and she pays me for hers. But we split the hotels, we split the rental cars, we split meals out. So she's got to be able, for me, she's got to be able to afford a lifestyle where she can afford to go do those things. And the girlfriend has a really good paying job that allows her the freedom to do those things with me. And I'm not the one sitting there um, financially supporting her for that. She's doing that all on her own. And so here to tell you guys, a high value woman is a lot different than a high value man. And another thing too, I want to address with you guys too, before I'm trying to keep these videos short and sweet to the point. Something different I'm trying. And so, um, one thing I've told my sons when they start meeting girls and they start getting serious, and you go meet the parents, one thing I always tell my sons is like, observe the family dynamic at her house. How does her mom treat her dad? When the girlfriend says, "Hey, you want to come over and have dinner with my family?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure." Watch how, observe, be observant, have your radar on, observe everything and anything that goes on in the house. How does her mom treat her dad? How does she treat her dad? There's women out there that um, don't speak very highly about their dads. There are teenage daughters out there that don't have anything good to say about their dads. So yeah, when you're over at her house having dinner or whatever, interacting with her family, yeah, observe how mom treats dad. Does mom treat dad like a piece of shit? Does she treats him like a doormat? Like, oh, she can push him around. She calls the shots because I guarantee you the behavior you observe between her mom and dad is the same shit you're gonna go through when you're that age. If not, after you marry her, that the behavior will change. So keep that in mind, guys. Otherwise, I can't think of anything else on that topic. Like I said, I could sit there and put these videos out, and I guarantee you, um, I do this for because I'm old enough. I feel like I could put good advice out there for younger guys to learn something from. But I can recall my days as a young man doing dumb shit, not thinking with the right head most of the time. Uh, Now, as you get older, and I think a lot of older guys would agree with this, is now if you've been through the divorce grinder, you've lost your home, you've lost access to your kids, you've lost half your shit, and you're sending monthly support payments, whether it's alimony or child support, to an ex-wife that you're not fucking anymore. It really, for some guys, and me included, it's an eye opener. It's like, well, shit, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to go through the same hell again. So yeah, there are a lot of people that rag on guys like me who are putting this content out there, and they wonder, well, who hurt you? Well, it's not a who hurt me. It's a, hey, look, there's a problem with the system. We need to address it, and in hopes that at some point we can get it fixed for the betterment of society. So when I'm out there putting videos out there, whether it's, hey, how do you identify a high value woman? Here's what you're looking for. Most guys aren't, they don't give a shit about that. All they care about, if they get their pee touched, hey, she's good to go, man. I'll marry her tomorrow. But the reality is, guys, if you vet and end up with the wrong woman, it will financially and mentally and emotionally break you. Uh, Most of men's suicide is due to divorce, bad breakups. There are guys out there that are deleting themselves because of they lost access to their kids. They got zeroed out in divorce. Nothing more that a man can't tolerate is knowing that his hard work, his value creation, and sharing that with a family is probably one of the greatest accomplishments a man will ever face. And that's um, career promotion, job advancement. That doesn't hold a candle to a man who can successfully get married, have children, provide for that family, watch those kids grow up, even well into his elderly years, and still, and spoil grandkids. A lot of us won't get that opportunity because we've lost it. We got divorced, and like I said, a lot of us, I mean, most of us have lost a home. We've lost our homes. We've lost access to our children. We've lost over half of our shit, and then we end up still making support payments to an ex-wife or a baby mama that we're not even sleeping with anymore. So that's my motivation for creating these videos is to bring awareness. It's not to tell you guys this is how you should do it. This is what you should do. No, I'm not going to tell you what you should do, how you should do it. I'm putting information out there for you to watch and listen. And if it's something that you can apply to your life, that's awesome. That is awesome because I watch these similar videos from other guys and I learn something almost every day. I read the books. I dive into intersexual dynamics and it's been an eye opener. It's really like, holy shit. And I'm not afraid to admit I've done this wrong for a lot of years. Fucking years I did it wrong because I this information it was out there, but it wasn't easy accessible then as it is now. I sit there and when I'm out there, I got divorced. I'm out there betting for a woman. I'm like, I want a woman that can build with me. We're on similar to the same socioeconomic level. Uh, I am not paying for a woman. I'm not supporting her financially, so she's got to be able to pick up her half of the tab every month when it's due. For me, she's got to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, fun. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, guys, I mean, really, women as men, we are easy to please. Just don't be bitches, don't have attitudes, don't come home and girl boss. Be fucking pleasant, be friendly, be kind. That's it. That's a high value woman. I mean, it's not that hard, girls. Not that fucking hard. So, with that being said, I'm gonna try to stay regular on the videos. Like I said, I've had a lot going on. I I won't even scratch the surface, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodles.